Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
What's up? It's Paul.
And Tammy.
And we are
50 Plus Life 360.
Yep, we're here with another video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you guys been?
We just wanted to
Hope y'all been doing all right.
Yeah, we just wanted to get on here and say hi again and catch you up with the last couple days. Our tiny home video, we put that up, and it did very well, and we're proud of that, and we gained a lot of subscribers, so welcome to our new subscribers.
Yes, welcome.
It was unpleasant, well, not unpleasant, unexpected, very pleasant surprise that we were at 170, 180 subscribers, and then we put that video up and it's got a lot of views, and we're already past the 230 mark. We gained we're right in the neighborhood of 60 subscribers just from that one tiny home video. So we're learning that you guys like tiny homes, and we do too. We haven't committed yet to buying a tiny home or making that change.
We need to.
We're interested in that van life, and we're interested in tiny homes. We just need to figure out what's right for us.
Mm-hmm.
But so we explore the tiny homes and we explore van life, but I don't think we've done a video with van life yet. We've got one in the pocket, we just haven't put up.
Well, maybe because we sold everything that we have for van life and bought a truck. So
yeah.
So
we got a little away from it. We still watch a lot of van lifers on YouTube, so we still keep in touch with that. So it's what it is. But
and we bought motorcycles instead of an RV or a teardrop or a tiny home pull behind or anything that we could do, or even a minivan. We might have been able to buy a minivan. That could have worked out too. But it's funny how God works. He just kind of
puts you in
drops
a direction.
You. Yeah. And him and I, we're all about wheels and deals. We like to trade cars a lot, but we kind of let God guide us to where we're going to go next, and you just never know. It's an adventure with God. He's just kind of he's like, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that, and it's just life is interesting.
Yeah, and when you get that nudge, you just kind of do what God wants you to do if you decide that's what's right. I mean, you're not the one that's really deciding, God is, and you got to take those nudges and say, well, maybe that's God, with thoughtful prayer and consideration. That may be God putting us in the path He wants us to be. Mm-hmm. So, but speaking of tiny homes, we are getting ready to go on a trip to Virginia to see her family. One of her relatives' fathers passed away, so there's a funeral Saturday. Today is Monday, but Saturday there's a funeral, and on the way we have opportunity to do some tiny home exploring. We're not sure if it's going to happen, so I'm not going to bait you into saying it's going to happen, but could happen, hoping it's going to happen. And if so, we're going to have a couple more very interesting tiny home videos for you. And
also we're going to visit some antique malls and craft stores also, so that's going to be interesting. And because we watch another van lifer or a van lifer that we support, and she has a lot of crafts in this antique mall in Tennessee, so we're going to go check that out.
Yep. So we're going to do some traveling and do some videography, whatever you call it, and just some vlogging of what our adventures are as we go up to the sad time with the funeral. But we'll be gone. The funeral's Saturday, and we'll probably be coming home Sunday or Monday, and we'll get back and
we'll be leaving on Wednesday though to go to Tennessee.
Wednesday. So it'll be almost a week trip, not quite, but just wish us safe travels. Pray for us as we go, so everything goes well for us. But we hopefully, if it works out, we'll have us a good another tiny home or two video to show you. So look forward to that, especially you guys that jumped on board with us. Subscribe to our channel because of the tiny homes. We're going to try to keep going with some of that content. Not remember, not all of our content is about tiny homes. You watch our channel, you folks that subscribe to us and watch all of our videos, you know we're not just tiny homes. We're, as we've said before, we're kind of all over the place. But
e-bikes, motorcycles, tiny homes, RVs, campers, a lot about the outdoors. We are outdoors kind of people.
yeah, and
we do renovations too, but we just haven't done that lately because we've been burnt out.
And we do some hiking and things like that. And we did, if you watch our very last video.
Oh, and birds.
Birds, yeah, we've got a 24-hour bird channel that you can watch. We've got bird feeders right over that way on our porch. And we've got a camera that runs 24 hours. And speaking of
and
trains, we live in a little train town, and all through the area where we live, there's trains everywhere, CSX mostly. And Birmingham, what is it, BNSF or whatever, Birmingham, Norfolk Southern Freight or whatever it's called. They're around Birmingham. So we watch trains a lot, and we've got some train videos. But our very last video, if you watch it, we took a motorcycle ride and went to covered bridges. And that was on Tammy's 50th birthday.
Yes.
So we went to some covered bridges that are in Alabama. There's 3 of them that we went to. And a lot of people just don't seem to be interested in that video. So if you're watching us now, go back and take a look at it. It's a very scenic, very pretty. And that's the kind of stuff we like to do. We took a little hike down to the water and climbed on some rocks and got some good views. So you need to just check it out. But anyway, our adventure, that was your birthday, which was what, Friday?
Yeah, the 20th.
That was Friday the 20th. And I think today, I don't know, I'm lost. But I believe that was Friday. And the day before, we had Tammy's birthday present had come in, and we had gone to pick it up. It was at our daughter's house in Prattville area of
and boy,
Alabama.
was it needed.
Yeah, she got an iPhone upgrade. She had been on her phone for the required amount of time, and she got an upgrade. Her old phone was only, what do they call that?
iPhone 11.
iPhone 11.
Just plain iPhone 11, and it was only 4G, so
yeah,
it was quite frustrating. We'd go into a local McDonald's, and he would have service, and I would have no service.
Yeah.
So that was very frustrating.
See, we talked about this before, but she's got the app. I've got the app. We're getting big into the food apps because you can eat cheap and get rewards and get free food and stuff. And we talked about our Taco Bell, Taco Lovers Pass and all those things. But anyway, when we go to McDonald's, a lot of times she'll order on her app and I'll order on mine. And I can just walk right in the restaurant because I've got an iPhone, I don't know, 13 or something. And I walk in and just order. I've got 5G, and she walks in. Outside, she's got 4G. She walks in, she's got 1 bar, and she can't order. So she has to stand outside in the rain, ordering her food sometimes.
Or if it's not raining,
yeah,
still have to stand outside regardless.
So it's quite comical. But anyway, she's got an upgrade now. She's got, what is it, a 15 Pro Max or something?
Max,
She
yes,
got like
it's pretty nice.
The hopping phone, man, and it's nice.
It has a good camera on it as well, and
yeah,
that was important to us. Any camera upgrade for YouTube is perfect.
Oh yeah, and I'm looking forward to now. I love my phone. I love it. Storage, everything else is great. I don't have any problems with it. Never had any issues. It was just the camera deal. I'll look forward to getting me a 15 or something down the road, but I don't even know when I'm due for an upgrade. Maybe next year. But anyway, right now we're getting by with what we're getting by with. We use the GoPro and then we use our phones. The phones are a little trickier because we've got to be perfect. We don't do any editing on the phones too much, but the GoPro, we can sit down at the computer and do all of our editing and make pretty nice polished videos, which is nice sometimes. And we do that. We'll throw in a video we captured on the phone, like trains, or if we're going somewhere. I always take the GoPro, but it's always like, well, do I want to do the GoPro we always have this conversation. Do I want to take the GoPro and record with the GoPro and then have to get home and upload it onto the computer and go through the whole editing process and uploading through that, or do we just want to record on the phone and get it on YouTube quick? And here lately we're getting to where we're doing it more on the phones. But and the cool thing is, if we change our mind with the phone, we can upload from the phone to the computer and do the editing. That's what we did with the tiny home video we just recorded not too long ago. Was we had all the footage on the phone, and we just uploaded it and edited it that way. Which was, or no, the tiny home we did with the GoPro, the covered bridges we did with the phones.
Right.
So it worked out nice. But anyway, when we're on the phone out here sitting talking around somewhere, we try not to make mistakes because we don't want to edit. We just want to put the video right up on YouTube as soon as we're finished talking. So this one will be up pretty soon.
What kind of phone do you guys have? We'd love to know, and love to know your experiences with it. Write it in the comments section below.
Yeah. Do you like iPhones? Do you like
Androids?
Android? Do you like
Google phones?
Something else? Google
or do you have an older iPhone and have the same problem that I did? I'd love to know that somebody else had the same annoying problem that I did, or has the same problem that I did.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny to me because...
Well, that's nice of them. Sorry about that.
He's getting on it. I'd like to know, too, how in your area where you live, if you're in the United States or you're overseas, what is your phone coverage? Do you have like 5G, 4G in your area? Because we're in Alabama, and everybody thinks Alabama's backwoods, yeehaw hicks, but we got 5G. And my phone works perfect almost everywhere we're at. And she gets aggravated because she's got 4G and it doesn't work because they've upgraded the towers.
Right.
And so just drop something in the comments. Tell us about your phone experience and you know, what kind of phone you use, what you prefer, why you prefer Android over iPhone or iPhone over Android. She was Android all the way, and then our daughter, I always say her daughter, but her daughter got her into iPhones. I tried because I'd had iPhones for years because I was working, and the companies I worked for was just giving iPhones as, you know, the phone you use, because I was always in a position that I was required to have a phone, and they supplied them, and they were always iPhones. And so I'd been on iPhones for years, since probably 2010, 2011. And she had always done the Android, and Android was one. I get the Android thing. Number one, it's less expensive. You can get a decent Android phone from several different manufacturers that's just got the Android operating system.
Like LG.
Yeah, LG or somebody like that, and they're less expensive, and they work good. But Apple is sort of its own language.
Right.
It's like learning a little bit of a new language, and she still has some conundrums with that. But
and Samsung has its great products too.
Yeah, Samsung's good. We got a lot of Samsung appliances and TVs and things like that. But it's, you know, I don't know. Just tell us what you think, what your thoughts are. If you got time to comment, the more comments, the better it helps out our channel. We do appreciate it. Trust me.
And we will respond.
Yeah, I respond. I respond to every single comment we get. Whether,
at least for now. Like someday, if we ever have like 500,000 subscribers, it might be different. But right now, you got us.
If we become the Mr. Beast of 50
life.
life.
I don't think so.
But yeah, right now we respond to every comment. Whether I've said this before, some comments don't need a response, and I'll just give you a thumbs up for your comment. But a lot of times I'll just say something back. We're real open right now. We're relaxed. We don't have a lot to do, and we've got time to respond to everything that people throw away.
We're edging closer and closer to our giveaway, our 500 subscriber giveaway. Yep. So if you're not a subscriber, we encourage you to do so, because when you do subscribe, you are a entry in our contest for life.
Yeah, the big thing though is, don't be a hidden subscriber, what I call a hidden subscriber. You've got to actually have a profile set up on YouTube through Google. So if you win, I can contact you. Because if you're just a hidden subscriber that I don't know about, I'm not going to be able to contact you and say, hey, you won.
Mm-hmm.
So only the subscribers that have a profile are entered. But when we hit 500, whether it's hidden or not, we'll do the giveaway. So you may be only one of like 50 that has an actual profile that I can contact, so you might be the lucky winner. So it ups your odds, but if you want to win, the only way to win is to have a profile that I can get in contact with you. I can find some way of contacting you, and I will. If I cannot find your email, if it's not part of your profile, we will do a video and we will say, subscriber such and such is one, contact us. Our contact email is in our description of our channel. It's just 50pluslife360@gmail.com. So
Mm-hmm.
you can contact us back if you win, and we will make arrangements to get your prize to you.
And if you have any products that you'd like us to review or to try out, just let us know, and we will make a determination whether it's something that fits with our channel.
Yeah.
We'd love to entertain that.
Yeah, if it's outdoorsy type product, if you want to send me a Harley Davidson Road Glide special, I'll review it for you. But no, anything you've got. If you work for a company that wants some reviews on YouTube with a growing channel, we'd love to do it if it's outdoorsy type stuff.
But we understand we have less than 500 subscribers, so
yeah.
that might be down the road.
Yeah, down the road. Or if it's home improvement stuff, like we use tools and stuff all the time. So whatever you just contact us. I gave you the email, and I'll go ahead and put the email again in the description of this video. But aside from that, the channel's growing. We're happy with that. And we were talking about Thursday getting your phone, and we got off on that tangent. But we spent the day with our grandsons and our daughter, and she had a little birthday thing. We had a nice lunch. That was called Fish Tails or something like that. Fan tail or anyway, there's a restaurant in Prattville, Montgomery. It's
Prattville, Alabama.
Yeah, Prattville, Montgomery area, Alabama. It's a fish restaurant, seafood, and they had actually a meat and two at lunchtime with some fish selections and other things. But we all got food, and it was amazing food, real good food. Except I don't think our grandson knew much about it because he wouldn't eat it.
Right.
So they had on the menu chicken nuggets, and he ordered the chicken nuggets, and when they came, they were chicken strips.
And they were giant chicken strips, and he's like, "What is this? It's not chicken nuggets."
Yeah,
Nana, Papa?
for a 3-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old.
It has to be what it is.
A nugget is something you pick up and put in your mouth and eat. And a
You
chicken
can't
strip,
tell a child that it's a hot dog when it's really a mini hot dog, because he'll need the explanation as to why it's not full size.
Yep, exactly.
So,
but anyway,
yeah.
we did a birthday thing, and we went and got cupcakes, went home, and her husband came home, and we ate the cupcakes and enjoyed the day for the birthday. And then that was Thursday. Friday was the trip to the covered bridges. I forget, Saturday and Sunday was sort of lame. I don't think we did too much other than
ride motorcycles?
Yes, Sunday we went out and rode early a little bit, and then
we went to on Saturday we went to the motorcycle what is it called, the meet and greet? No, it's not meet and greet. What is it called?
Ride in, or whatever they call them.
Bike night.
Bike night, yeah, at our local Harley Davidson.
Right.
Heart of Dixie Harley Davidson, they had a bike night, and we went there, and
we met some fabulous people. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know why
yeah.
you don't remember
that's what
that.
I'm getting.
You know?
No, I'm getting mixed up between Saturday and Sunday
Oh, okay.
because I'm losing track of days.
Right,
again.
right.
But Saturday, yeah, we rode early, and then we went home, had some food, this and that, and then we went to the bike night. And we pulled up on our trike, and we pulled up, and as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, there was
a huge group of trikes.
like 10 or 12 trikes.
It's more than that.
Maybe more, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But
And they were all in one bunch. And
Yeah, they were all in
wow,
one bunch,
This
and
is
we
pretty cool.
pulled right up there with them, and we got off, and we started talking to them, and they just a great bunch of people. I
Yes.
mean, really laid back, really nice. They're not a motorcycle club.
They looked a little weird though. They had their not weird, but you know, a little like a gang.
Yeah, they look like a motorcycle club. They had their vests on with a badge.
Yeah, leather
with their
vests
badge.
and patches, and they say that people with leather vests and patches can be quite brutal. They can be beefy and just like, I'm gonna beat you up, you know.
The whole motorcycle thing. I've done some research on this, but there's really three groups. Number one is just a group, just a hangout group of motorcyclists that they're not technically a motorcycle club,
but they want to look cool with the vests and the patches.
They kind of want to look like a motorcycle club, but they're not a club. A club has to have bylaws and rules,
and there's no dues,
and dues you pay, and then maybe even initiation rites you have to go through.
No hazing,
and they're sanctioned. It's sanctioned stuff that you have to follow the rules. And then a lot of times as a motorcycle club, if you're being initiated, you're the guy that has to wash all the bikes or do some meaningless task to earn your spot. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying there's groups that are not motorcycle clubs. Then you get into motorcycle clubs, and those are the ones that are formal, and you earn your patch, you earn your badges, you earn all those things. And then you get into what's known as 1%ers, and the 1%ers are the ones that are the dangerous ones you hear about, that are rough and tough.
The Hells Angels type, I guess.
Yeah, and gangs like that get really more into the gang.
Yeah.
They become more of a gang than just a motorcycle club. So there's really those three divisions. And then, of course, the fourth is you're not involved in any of it.
And motorcycle people, they stick together, you know, specifically if there's one brand that you favor, like Harley Davidson, they stick together in groups, but they're not always called gangs. So.
Yeah, but anyway, long story short, we got off the bike and started talking to those folks. And next thing you know, we're part of their tribe. They call it the Triker Tribe of Alabama. And we hopped on their Facebook page or group, whatever you call it, joined their group chat, got involved in that, and it was all really cool. And we sat there. The ride-in started at 5 o'clock, and we talked to them until close to 7. I did a little walking around and looked. There was like 3 or 4 food trucks. Hooters was there with a tent, and they were giving away free wings. There was a live band there, really good sounding band, man. They played some difficult music. They played the Eagles. They played Hotel California. They played some technical stuff. I mean, I play guitar, and some of the music they played, I'm like, you guys got some gazongas to be up there playing that. But they did really well.
Even if you don't have a motorcycle, you should attend
just go to a biker night.
At any Harley Davidson dealer. They have them every month, usually, except for in the off season, like the really cold months. But it's very fascinating to go and experience the different types of people that ride motorcycles. I mean, all ends of the spectrum. You can have the cool, hairy dudes, and then you can have the older grandpa type.
Yeah, and the younger
grandma
guys.
type, and
there was a group. You know, there were when it was funny when I walked around the parking lot during the bike night. Everybody was sort of grouped into groups. There was like the trikers were over here, the older guys that were just there to hang out was over here. Then you get over here, there was like the show bikes. There was like a line of 4 or 5, 6 show bikes, and they were right there near the stage. And then down the road a little bit, there was 4 or 5 more that were different show bikes, but they were a different group of people. You could just tell by their look from the other group of show bikes. So it was a bunch of different groups. They had they had face painting for the kids. They had a dunk tank. They had a little jump house, and it was just entertaining.
Hooters came and gave free wings.
Yeah. Hooters was giving away free wings, and the Christian Motorcycle Association was there, and there was a rifle company that was there trying to get raffle tickets sold.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they were right there by the door when you walked in. But other than that, it was a really good time, really cool. We talked until 7 o'clock, and then the Triker Tribe decided they want to go down the street to
Margarita Grill
Grill
in Pelham, Alabama.
in Pelham, Alabama, which is just down the street from the Harley dealer.
Which is pricey, but the food is amazing quality.
Oh yeah, it's really good. And so we rode off with him and over to Margarita Grill, and we had a big huge table. We had 21 people.
And if you go there, if you go to Margarita Grill in Pelham, Alabama, try the carnitas chimichanga. It is amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
And the refried beans also is pretty amazing. Chunky, like it has real full-size beans inside of it. But they give you like a bowl of it instead of spreading it out on the plate and it just goop into your lettuce or whatever else is on your plate or into the side of your rice. They put it in a bowl to separate it, and I like that because I'm not much of a my food touched this food touched that food and it just got congealed. I just don't like that. I know that's
even though
weird.
It all ends up in the same spot.
Yeah.
But
he likes Moe's taco place or what? Moe's
Mexican
Southwest
Grill,
whatever,
that's what it's called.
And I'm not too much of a fan because I don't like all my stuff bunched up into one.
Yeah, but anyways, the dinner was good, and we talked to people, got to know them a little bit more, and we're going to be going on some rides with them, and just a bunch of great people. I mean, really nice. And first thing I knew, they were already texting and exchanging phone numbers, and they calling me brother and all this stuff, and I was like, man, that's
amazing.
Pretty cool. So you're in a brotherhood already. So.
And we found out a lot of them are huggers.
Oh yeah, they love to hug. So, but yeah, we did that, and then that was Saturday, and then Sunday that was yesterday. Yesterday was quite adventurous. It was chilly in the morning, so we weren't riding early, and then when it got warmed up, Tammy has been saying for a couple of weeks that she wants to ride around the neighborhood because she hasn't gotten her motorcycle license yet. Now, you can complain all you want, but we know it's illegal. But
I have a driver's license.
She's got a driver's license, but she wanted to drive the trike because she's been driving the trike in parking lot practicing.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to drive it around the neighborhood roads to just get used to it on the street.
I wanted to get above like second gear.
Yeah, and so she wanted me to follow her on. I got another motorcycle. I got a 2-wheeler, so she wanted me to just kind of follow her around and watch. So we decided, yeah, let's do it because the weather was getting warm. It was nice. So she got on the trike. And, of course, I haven't ridden a 2-wheeler in so long. Had to charge battery. So we did that. Took a little bit to charge battery. Fired up both motorcycles, and we took off riding around the neighborhood. And we were just riding around the neighborhood, 15, 20 minutes, And she was doing well, and she was scooting around and stopping well and everything. She kept forgetting to turn her turn signal on. But, I do have to complain. Because when she's riding on the back with me, every 5 seconds she's leaning in the mirror. You didn't turn your turn signal on. Turn your turn signal on. Why did you do that?
I used to when he first got the bike, But now I realize that when you first get the bike, you have to concentrate on the most important things first.
Yeah.
And then the other things you ease into it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the same way with
when you get
anything,
when you get on a motorcycle and you're trying to learn balance and you're trying to learn how to stop it properly and how to keep it from falling over and how to keep cars from running over you and how to keep your right space, your right lane position in traffic and turning is one of the most difficult low speed turning, and you're doing all that. Sometimes you just forget to reach down and hit the turn signal, but. It's she was doing pretty well, and then at one point I kind of got away from her because we went through a cul-de-sac and I was leading, and I had gotten a little faster, and I gotta admit I was cheating through some of the stoplights stop signs because we're in the neighborhood, no stoplights, and I would just kind of coast up to them and not put my foot down and just sort of do a rolling stop. And she was fully stopping. She was doing what's legal. But I was doing rolling stops, and I got a little bit ahead of her. And then I started driving around the neighborhood a little faster, like, where in the world did she go? Where in
Then
the
I
world
couldn't
did she
find
go?
him either.
And she
I mean,
couldn't
it was
find
the
me.
same.
So so we finally met up with each other, and she got in front of me. And the next thing I know, she was out on the main road. And I'm like, what are you
Well, you
doing?
were behind me, so that was good. Like, it was good that you, played the game with me.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, if she's confident enough and she feels okay, she's going to get out there and make some mistakes and everything, and I'll stay behind her, keep traffic
Like
off of her.
shifting down accidentally instead of shifting up.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, a couple times.
So the next thing I know, we're out riding on main roads, and we get out on US 31, and she rides from, if you look at the map, she rides all the way from Alabaster, Alabama, all the way up into Vestavia Hills. And then she rides back. And we stop a couple times along the way to talk to make sure she's...
And use the restroom and grab a drink and all that fun
I
stuff.
give her some pointers from watching her. And then we drove all the way... I think we came home because it was getting colder and we needed some jackets, and
I needed to put pants on.
you needed
I
to
had
put
shorts.
pants on. She had shorts on, and then we got out and rode again. We went all the way back up to Hoover, I think, to the mall, and turned around, and then we came back and we went up to a little deeper in Alabaster and drove around. Then we came back up and stopped in Alabaster because my face was freezing by this time.
Mine wasn't. I have the same kind of helmet as he does with the partial windshield on it, and I was fine. I was doing great. I was concentrating on my learning, and it was flowing to where I almost wanted to go all night. But then, after a while, your arm and your hand from gripping that very, very tight clutch, yes, it got to me. So
well, and the thing is, we talked about this when we stopped. If you know anything about motorcycles, the trike has a fairing, which is a front fiberglass thing that covers
with the windshield on it.
Yeah, and it's got the windshield. Well, the wind is going over her face. That two-wheeler I got has no windshield, no fairing, no anything. So all the wind is coming straight in my face. So we stopped, and we got these little gaiters, and I pulled it up on my face, and I was okay for a while. And then we took off riding again. We went all the way back to, where did we turn around that last time? We went all the way to Hoover again. I can't remember where we turned around.
It was the Publix, like near Salvatore's.
Yeah. You turned around up there.
Hoover,
Well, that was
Alabama.
almost into Vestavia, so she turned around and then we came home. But she did really, really well.
And you said I drove like over 100 miles?
Yeah, because I have this habit every time I get gas. I like to see what my gas mileage is on the motorcycle. Every time I get gas, I reset the odometer or the trip meter, whatever you want to call it. And I had reset it because we got gas Saturday before we went to bike night. And then when we went to bike night and then came home, I'd put it was like 12 miles because it's only 6 miles to a Harley dealer. So we had put 6 miles on, or 12 miles. And then last night when we got home, we had like 115 miles. So she had ridden about 104, 105 miles on the motorcycle yesterday by herself. So really good. So only thing she has to tackle now is getting her license.
Right. Either I can do the safety course, or I can go take the test at the DMV. And so we have options in Alabama. You can have either or.
Yeah, the safety test is.
Well, it's not a test.
The
It's a safety course.
Safety course is about $100,
Mm-hmm.
and
at least now because it's on sale, but usually it's like $300.
Yeah, and then just going to DMV and taking the
Or
test
$200.
is $25. But because of my experience, which isn't all that, I just went and took the test.
But taking the safety course will help insurance. Insurance says once we take the safety course, our insurance will go down. So that's nice.
And also as a new rider for her, that's really good to take the safety course. And what's cool is they in our area they have the 2-wheeler safety course, and then they have one that's geared for trikes, because so many people are buying like those Can-Am Spiders and Rikers, and they really really enjoy those. So they have a special course for just that. So,
And for those of you guys that have never owned a motorcycle and have never drove one, I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing, pretty fun. You know,
they're a lot of fun.
when I was a kid, maybe 3 or 4 days in my life, I drove a 4-wheeler for a day with my cousins out in the country, and that was fun too. It's very similar, but on road versus off road, that's a little different. But I would say a trike is very, very safe compared to 2 wheels.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in any kind of thing that would keep you from being bored out of your mind, living in certain places where all you have to do is go to bowling or go to the movie theater, then having a trike would really help you get out and do fun things that you normally wouldn't do otherwise.
And a good thing, there's a lot of good points about trike, and we'll probably just do a video, trike versus 2-wheeler, just to cover all that, because I'm sitting here looking at our timer and we're 36 minutes.
Yeah, we better let you go, because you're probably probably thinking about
or you probably not watch it all the way to the end.
You're
bored.
Yes, bored. Yes, that's the word.
But anyway, y'all take it
hilarious.
easy.
And take the fast way home. Vroom, vroom. Wrong one. Take care.